So, when I say Mario Kart, what do you think of? You might think of racing, tracks, music, but all of that is wrong. When I say Mario Kart, the only acceptable answer is items. And what are items used for? Murder! So today, we're ranking items based on how harmful they would be to you if you got hit by them in real life. We have 5 tiers. We have yay, you're dead, high chance of death, potentially life-threatening, survivable but injured, and unharmed. I'm just gonna put the coin up here and cover it later. First up is the shells, which are green, red, triple green, and triple red shells. Koopas seem to be based off of tortoises, and their shells usually weigh around 20 pounds, which is 9 kilograms, which all in all isn't that heavy. Sure, it hurts if you get hit by one, but it's very survivable, and I don't think you're gonna die from that. 3 though, it could be potentially life-threatening if you get hit in the wrong spots, but not higher. The banana, I put in harmless tier. Like, have you seriously ever seen someone slip on a banana peel IRL? And especially if they're in a cart, that's just not going to happen. And the triple bananas are going right next to them because 0 harm times 3 is still 0 harm. The boomerang is up next, and while it may seem like it would be in the same tier as like the green shell or the red shell, I think it goes into top tier. And let me explain. I said before that Koopa shells aren't that heavy, but that doesn't mean they're not sturdy and strong. And the boomerang can break through them and not only keep going, it can keep going without losing any speed. You need an insane amount of force to do that. I am too lazy to calculate it though, so I'm just going to put it all the way up there and be done with it. Next up is the fire flower, and do I even need to explain the fire flower? It shoots fire! Like, it's hot. And if you look at the color of the fire, it burns around 1200 degrees Celsius, which is like almost 2200 degrees Fahrenheit for your Americans. You will suffer severe burns if you come into contact with that, and if any of your clothes come into contact with that, they're just gonna catch fire and you guaranteed die. However, if it bounces off of your skin and it quickly bounces off, you could technically survive. So I'm not putting it in the top tier, I'm putting it in second highest. Piranha plants, while also very scary, I mean, have you seen those teeth? They are still living creatures, and living creatures are susceptible to pain. So, if I am correct, you can just punch them and they'll go away. However, if they bite of 87 you first, then you're dead. So I'm putting them in potentially life-threatening. And now I'm thinking the bomb. I mean, it's a bomb. I don't think I need to explain where a bomb goes. I mean, seriously, it explodes in your face. Do you think you're gonna survive that? I mean, if you get hit by the after effect of the bomb where you spin out in game, I think you could survive, but I'm not gonna put a bomb in anything except top tier. And while we're on the topic of explosives, the blue shell, it goes in front of the bomb because it's just a bomb, only hotter because it's blue fire, and it takes a beeline for first, and takes everyone it runs into with it. So yeah, after being blown up, I think it's fair to do a harmless item now, the blooper. You get covered in ink for like 10 seconds max. You can just slow down and not spin out or crash into other things. So I think the blooper is just harmless, it can't do anything. The ink dissolves after a couple of seconds. So yeah, it's harmless. The shrooms are a strange bunch to calculate. I went into time trials on Excitebike Arena and calculated the meta combo speed to be around 100 kilometers an hour, and with shrooms you go around 33% faster. So you go around 133 kilometers an hour, which, in addition to the weight of both the character and the cart, would be a lot of force, but I don't think they're gonna do that much, since you're also in a cart if you get hit by it. And both cars crashing on each other would just give you a mild concussion or something. I don't know. They're going into survivable with injury. Stars, though, they also give the user invincibility. And if you go slightly less fast. You go 10% faster as opposed to 33% faster. So I think because of the invincibility that it goes in a tier higher, because the cushioning of the opponent's car isn't there, so all the force goes to you instead of partly to you, partly to them. The bullet bill is just a start, but heavier, faster, and a way higher chance of death. It's not guaranteed, but like there's a really good chance you're gonna die if you get hit by it. The Crazy 8 has a bunch of weird items, but there's a coin there, and a star, and I'll get to the coin later. Trust me, I'll explain it. So I'm just going to put it in top tier for now, above the coin, because it's a coin, but it has a lot more shit. So it's currently the strongest item. The Super Horn. I do not want to do the Super Horn, because it's a sound-based weapon, and I know absolutely nothing about sound-based weapons. But it seems to be just using the player horn to create the sound, and last time I checked, the player's horn was not a sound weapon. So I can either research sound-based weapons, or I can put it into harmless and be done with it. The Boo, finally we're there. And it's going into harmless, because not only does it remove a player from the race, making you unable to bump into them, it also has no offensive capabilities. So it's just utility for the play. It just makes the track safer. So actually it should be in a lower tier, but I'm too lazy to make that. So it's going into bottom tier. Completely harmless. And we're at the Shock. Yeah, I think y'all saw this coming. It's by far the strongest item. It's not even fair. You get hit by lightning, and not only you get hit by lightning, everyone gets hit by lightning. So it just makes the user win in real life, but also it makes them go to jail for killing 11 people. So it's just, yeah, it's the most powerful item. I said I'd talk about the coin. You think the coin is harmless, but no. Assuming the coin is pure gold, which is what it looks like. And I looked up on Reddit how big the coin is, because it's way bigger than a normal coin. It's estimated to be around 18 inches big and 3 inches thick. If I use my sloppy math skills, that equates to like 700 something cubic inches, which is over 12,000 cubic centimeters. And with a density of 19.32 grams per cubic centimeter, that equates to over 200 kilograms, which is, it's over 500 pounds. And you get 2 coins from the item. So that's this weight of 2 grand pianos in a single item. You do not want to get hit by that. If you get hit by that in the head, you're completely dead. You have no chance of surviving it. Upon further consideration, I would like to keep the coin and the Crazy 8 at the top of their tier. So I'm moving the lightning up to a completely own tier. Instant win for the user. They might go to jail, but they instantly win the race by killing everyone else. I hope you liked this silly little video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, that shit. And follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/trycraft_VT, where I try to stream once a week at least, in different games other than Mario Kart. With that being said, video over.